I think we're live across the board. Actually, hold on. Let me move my closed captions just a little. I think they might have gotten a little skewed the last time I was here. Yeah, just shrink them a little. There we go. Yeah, it looks about right. Yeah, it looks good to me at least. ah, well, good morning, everybody, or good evening, or good afternoon, or good night, depends on where you are. Hello again. I'm your resident. Oh, right, hold on. Let me make sure I pop out the. Actually, you know what? Let me. Yes, can I help you? Let me just see if my thingamahoo's it still fires. Test, test. Maybe. Perhaps. Ah, nuts. I don't think that it does. Or at least it's not wanting to. So you know what? I'm just gonna pop this out, and then I'll go and just get it. Scooch this over here. Perfect. Delicious, delightful. Do you mind? Hi. But either way, we're back with more. You guessed it. Solid Metal Gear. We'll go with Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. So let's just check the manual real quick. Right one? I'm not on the right one. Hold on. I've made a horrible series of errors. Anyway. View tap code info. The tap code is a communication method that was used at a prison in North Vietnam. The prisoners referred to it as the Hanoi Hilton. It is said that it was also used during the Korean War. The communication method involves tapping using a form of sound to encode messages. The sender would tap out a signal against the wall or floor or a pipe based on the chart to the right. The receiver then decoded the tap signal using the same chart. Thus, prisoners were able to exchange information without speaking to each other. First, tap out the row. 1 tap for the first row, 2 taps for the second row. When the row has been tapped out, pause briefly, then tap out the column. Alright, hold on, let me... Gotta grab my... There we go. Now where is a pen? Let me see if I can find a pen here before too long. Hello, pen? Their pen may be in here? A great question. Hold on, give me just a moment while I'm poking around here. No, I'm starting to think that all my my pens are MIA at the moment. Give me just a second. One might even work, and if not, this one probably will. Oh, this one was from my my last place of business. Also terribly sorry if I was bumping the mics. Okay, so let's see here. Might as well pin this down because surely they wouldn't put it in if it's not going to be of use. Okay, so it's 6, no, it's 7 rows. Yeah, 7 rows, 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. We're just gonna make this a big square because I know my handwriting is not the best. Okay, so we've got A, F, L, Q, B, 1, 6. We've got 7, 2, W, R, M, G, B. And we've got C, H. Oh, there she goes. S X 3 8 9 4 Y T O I T. We've got E J P U Z 5 0. So tap the row. It's tap the row. Okay. Tap out row. Row. Pause. Then column. Okay. And then let's check the manual just in case. Tactical espionage game. Wow! The game maybe considered blah blah blah. However, these elements have been included without alteration to preserve the historical context in which the game was made and the creator's original vision. Player discretion is advised. Please play in a well-lit room. Blah, 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 blah. With relations thawing between the great nations such as the US, Soviet, and China, localized conflicts were also easing, heading towards resolution, and the world was finally on the brink of welcoming an era of stability. By the late 1990s, the age of the threat of nuclear warfare had truly come to an end, and a new century of stability, the 21st century, was just over the horizon. However, there were some who did not favor peace. Trouble was brewing in the Middle East. A military regime had established itself in Zanzibar land, a small nation neighboring the Soviet Union, China, and the Middle East. Zanzibar land conducted raids all over the world, going after repositories of nuclear weapons scheduled to be disarmed, seizing the ones that had yet to be disarmed. Having successfully become the world's sole nuclear power, it began to invade its neighbors indiscriminately. For a denuclearized world, Zanzibar land, with its nuclear capabilities, had literally become a menacing presence. The threat of nuclear warfare was about to rear its ugly head once again in a world that had renounced nuclear capabilities. However, people said that the world's oil resources would last another 30 years, but they were being depleted far more quickly than anticipated. Without a safe alternative of energy to replace oil, the world was facing a serious energy crisis. In the midst of all this, a Czech biologist, Dr. Kio Marv, came up with a microalgae, called Oilix, that could refine oil into a highly purified state. Tensions were rising again across the globe over this Oilix. But on his way from Czech to attend an academic conference in America, Dr. Marv was kidnapped by Zanzibar land. I think. So, where would that be? It'd be on the steppes, and I'd say it'd probably be somewhere like near old Uzbek or Kazakhstan, I believe is the, yeah, that sounds right. Or maybe where old Transoxiana used to be, but I'm not 100% sure. But anyhow. Oh, wow. Connection was not very stable there for a hot second. Through nuclear weapons and oil, Zanzibar land is trying to secure its military dominance. The fate of the world now rests upon a microbe that measures mere microns across. What do you want? Do you want to come here? Come here. What are you doing? I know. Hi. Former Foxhound operative Solid Snake is given a top secret mission: sneak into Zanzibar land alone to rescue Dr. Kio Marv and save the world from the threat of nuclear warfare. Controls, oh, we've got a crawl button. Cool, cool, cool. Crouch and crawl. Oh, oh. Ah! Anything on elevators? Next to elevator doors, you'll find elevator